Hi guys, welcome back. It's Sierra Nova here, and before we get into things, I just want to say that Boruto has come a long way, especially seeing as my first impressions weren't that great, and I had a few issues with it. If you've been following me, then you're probably aware, and if you haven't, check out the Let's Talk Anime Boruto and my Boruto TikToks for a little more detail. Anyway, back to the matter at hand, these latest few Boruto episodes have been great, and I know a lot of people have been complaining about Boruto as a whole, and I used to be one of those people. So because of that, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I haven't gone through that same phase, because I can certainly understand it to some degree. I will say that one of the top complaints I've been seeing has to do with Naruto and Sasuke, and a lot of fans seem to feel like they've been nerfed in Boruto, so let's get into that a little bit before we dissect the most recent episodes. Now here are a couple reasons why I don't think Naruto and Sasuke are as bad as people think. For one, the show is about Boruto, not Naruto, and as hard as it is to accept, we do have to understand that Naruto is no longer the main focus. Naruto and Sasuke basically accomplished everything that they could have possibly need to accomplish, to the point where they are almost unbeatable and have families of their own. I genuinely feel like a good bit of people are blinded by their hate for Boruto, so much so that they don't understand, or maybe that they don't realize this portion. Secondly, Sasuke and Naruto are still pretty OP in my opinion. Not only that, seen as they are ridiculously strong, there's not too many people that can take on Naruto and Sasuke, except for these aliens, and they are insanely powerful. Naruto and Sasuke have not changed, but their opponents are just that strong. Now, I will admit that if Naruto and Sasuke were getting demolished by some random ninja, then yes, that is a bit crazy, especially when they're literally Hokage level or beyond. This isn't Naruto anymore, like I said earlier, so we aren't watching people grow and we aren't watching the characters get stronger anymore, because they've just about reached their cap. Plus, if Naruto and Sasuke could handle everything, there would be no show, no conflict, no anything. Then even more people would complain about Boruto, because then literally nothing would be going on. Okay, so let's briefly skim what's been going on. Boruto is definitely heating up, and we saw that a good bit in episode 217 with Naruto's new form, and Naruto faced some major consequences in 218. I'll go into that a bit more in a sec, but I will say I have completely enjoyed the build up to 218. Things kind of started unraveling in episode 212 when Amato showed up in the Leaf Village. Even though it was pretty messed up, Amato smartly used Shikadai's safety as a bargaining tool. Through Shikadai, he was able to gain the advantage and put the Leaf and Naruto in a situation where they would not only have to listen to him, but comply as well. Now obviously no one really trusts Amato, but they do need the information about Kara, and Amato is their only source and opportunity to get this in-depth knowledge. This interrogation with Amato extends into episodes 213 and 214, while Kashin Koji is basically fighting for his life in the background. Now in episode 215, we see the Leaf Village and everyone starting to make preparations for Ishiki to appear and attack Kawaki. Ino and her mind transfer jutsu is as impressive as always, and we continue to see that Ino plays a major role in the security and safety of the village. Now with Ishiki having the Byakugan, it's not going to take him long to find Kawaki, obviously. Naruto basically entrusts everyone with hiding Kawaki underground and evacuating the others. Now this is where we see Tenten, Lee, Konohamaru, and the others attempting to stall Ishiki, but it was basically useless. And luckily for Konohamaru, Naruto arrived right on time for him before it was too late. I actually like Konohamaru a lot, and I want to see him succeed. I genuinely feel like he has the potential to do so, and I'm actually surprised that he's not as well liked as I thought he would be. Anyway, in the same episode, we see Sasuke and Boruto talking private about the Ishiki threat before going to join Naruto. They fight a bit more in the Leaf, but just keep sustaining damage at this point from everyone, and they transport elsewhere. Now here's where things get juicy and emotional. Like I said earlier, there's been a lot of complaints about Sasuke and Naruto being nerfed, but it's not like they're facing some average opponent. Again, they're taking on aliens. I really feel like people aren't taking that into consideration. In fact, we see the difference in strength between Sasuke and Naruto and Ishiki in episode 217. And at first I really felt like Boruto may get in the way a bit, and I didn't really agree with him tagging along with Sasuke and Naruto. I was very much on Naruto's side with this one, especially considering the risk of him being possessed. However, I will admit that Boruto definitely stepped in and didn't fail when he was needed, because he was able to protect Sasuke at least. But anyway, with both Naruto and Sasuke getting overwhelmed, there wasn't much that they could do. That's when our favorite tailed beast suggests the Baryon mode and attempt to turn the tables. And I will say that I fell in love with this design immediately, and it's probably my favorite Naruto design with Sage Mode Naruto right behind it. This mode definitely came with a cost, and we learned later on that the price was Kurama's life. Sasuke was perceptive as always and was able to figure this out, and I expect nothing less. Now this moment was animated a lot better than I can ever imagine, and watching it versus reading it shamelessly brought tears to my eyes, especially with the music choice and the memories that we see through Kurama and Naruto. Kurama and Naruto have been through so much together, and Naruto definitely worked his way into Kurama's heart. As we all know, Naruto has always had a way with words and a gift of being able to reach others. Some may be harder than others like Sasuke and Kurama, but Naruto eventually pierces through. That and the fact that there are some consequences within Naruto and Boruto are my favorite things about this show. It really sucks that this is the end of their journey, especially when you realize that they've literally been together since Naruto's birth. I think that the fact that Kurama was willing to go so far for Naruto is pure testament to the strength of their bond and how far they've come not only individually, but as a team as well. And when Naruto realized that this was goodbye, I almost lost it. Because to make matters worse, like I wasn't already feeling emotional and bawling my eyes out already. This really hit home because you just sit there and you think and you realize everything that Naruto's gone through, and it's just that even as an adult and even where he is now, he's still losing things that's important to him. Then, we get another emotional moment after that because when Naruto wakes up, we see Boruto crying and he's in tears, and I'm really glad that Naruto has so many people that care about him, and I'm glad that Kawaki and Boruto care for Naruto as deeply as they do. Naruto has lost a major part of who he is now, and it'll be interesting to see how he'll feel and adapt going forward. Ironically, Naruto wasn't the only person to lose something because Sasuke ended up losing his Rinnegan. Ironically, everyone complaining about Naruto and Sasuke being nerfed definitely has something to complain about now. Anyway, so much has gone on these latest episodes, and it's going to be interesting to see how things move forward from here. If you have any comments or are going through a range of emotions like everyone else, let us know down below. Thank you for tuning in. Sierra Nova is out.